And we
we
are
live. We
motherfucking
live.
live. Yes, we are back. First and foremost, happy Friday to everybody. Let me slow down. Let me back my tasty ass up. Because is there anybody watching right now? First of all,
3 people.
okay. Shout out to everybody that's here.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to the 3 people that's here.
Yes.
Welcome back to another episode of Key and Carry, where we key.
And we carry.
Yes, and we are here again with a very special interview for you guys. First and foremost, shout out to our good YouTube cousin, Bubs, some motherfucking God.
Yes.
Bubs, welcome back on this Good Friday. Yes, but
Thank you.
yeah, so shout out to everybody that's here. I hope everybody had a good Friday. Just to give you guys a little, I guess, info input on what's going on with this interview. We're interviewing the casting producer and one of the cameramen for the Bad Boys Club season 7. I'm sorry, Gemini Filmz Bad Boys Club season 7, not that AARP bullshit that got them uncles and grandpas fighting, but Gemini Filmz Bad Boys Club. Okay.
How come when I say something about the other show, the other bitch, y'all want to get mad at me, but you can say stuff about them?
Well,
I see how it works.
It's mostly when you bring up Uncle Rara that they be kind of sending me over. But yes, so we're back with the interview with the casting producer, Bad Boys Club, Gemini Filmz, Bad Boys Club, season 7. We're about to get into it, baby. Not really get into it because the show's still airing, obviously, but we're gonna ask, some questions just to kind of get, a little insight on what it means to be, I guess, like a bad boy from an actual producer. So I'm looking forward to this interview. Like I said,
Hey, Alicia.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Also, if you haven't checked out Gemini Filmz Bad Boys Club, it's definitely worth the watch. The show, but 3 episodes in, the 4th episode will be airing this Sunday. But 3 episodes in, the show is giving everything that it needs to. Do you guys have any, how are you guys feeling about this interview? Let me ask y'all. Are y'all as excited as I am?
Yeah. Are you talking about us? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I was.
I'm sorry.
To type in the chat.
Are you guys? You good?
But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I've never talked to like a casting producer before, and the group of gentlemen that they have on this here season, I have some questions. So it's an interesting group of boys. Yes. I would say, if I would say so myself. So I'm excited.
Yes, I'm excited as well, but I am more so excited for y'all because it's like this gives y'all channel more exposure and y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve it. So it's to be here, part of it. It's like it's an honor for me because I love seeing my Kings win. So it just feels good. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Thank you.
Well, we ain't gonna waste no more time. We're gonna bring him right on.
Hey,
what's up?
So welcome.
What's up? Coming on with the fresh fade. Yes.
I had to do it for you guys, and I had to represent Gemini Filmz.
Yes. So see, we love how can we say this? We love people who support their brand in the best and most positive way possible.
Yes, because Karan is my actual friend, so bitch. Yes. I want his shit to be great because this is his shit. I'm just helping.
See, and we stand. Do y'all hear that? Okay, the people watching, and for all you negative people out there, take notes. We stand that type of energy, that type of platonic relationship, people. I'm just saying. But I'll live.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm getting carried away.
So if you want to just give like a little intro.
I should have thought about this before. What's up?
It's real casual around here.
What's up, y'all? I'm Jah'leill. I am 21 from Boston. You can follow me on Instagram, the real Jah'leill _ That's it. I don't know.
Okay. Cool. So did you grow up in? You said you're from Boston,
I'm born and raised in Boston. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Interesting.
Ooh, so Boston. I hope I'm not shooting a gun, and I hope I'm not getting into the minutes too fast. But a couple of the boys is Boston. Now, do you represent that Boston, or do you represent another side of Boston? I'm just curious.
I'm not gonna lie, I mean, it just depends on the situation. It just depends on the situation. Because, bitch, if I'm, I don't want to say if I'm losing, but bitch, you're not gonna embarrass me on TV, bitch, and me not grab something. So, I'm Boston. Okay.
Got it, Boston. Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
as long
boy.
as you can like finish what you start, type of Boston.
Okay.
And I'm here for it. Just the Boston cats that's in the house. Some of them, because I absolutely adore Hayes. Like I love Hayes, but the kind of the other people from Boston is kind of a little, But it's only the 3rd episode, so
listen. I feel like the season's just now starting. Episode 4.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. Ooh. So So as like a casting producer, like I feel like that's such a specific job, and I feel like a lot of people don't really know like how you would get into something like that. So can you tell us a little bit about like how you got that?
So
role?
this is actually my first time actually having like an official like job, I guess. And so you see right now, you see Hayes, you see Case, Justin, and you see Case, Justin, and someone else. And these 3 people are out of town: DC, New York, Jersey. That's all credits to Karan. He picked these boys. I didn't see them until the show started. But as far as Boston, Karan was like, well, he's doing the show. I'm like, okay. So I was just sending him boys. Like, I would even, as a friend, I was just sending him like, bitch, this is who. I need to stop cussing so much. This is who. This is who.
We are by all the cussing.
This is who. And then he was like, all right. So then it became like an actual real thing. Okay, now let's find some replacements. Let's find some boys. And then when I went into it, yes, I kind of knew some of the Boston boys. But when I came into it, I was like, I really want my friend to win really bad. And then plus with him coming back from season 7 and with the other show right now and everyone's going to be comparing, I really wanted him to win. So I took it serious with finding people's personalities, finding people's and crazy thing is I know these boys, and I know we all had some type of history back in the day and stuff. So I'm thinking I'm being messy by by putting these boys together, and come to find out they freaking know each other. They're cool, and I'm like, damn.
Why this is kept even messier. They know each other.
I'm like, damn. I'm thinking these people probably still fighting from years ago, and
igniting some old beefs.
But they cool. So that's what it really was. I was just like, it's so weird, like just being around him and watching past seasons. Like I literally like vision, like, okay, I know this person. I can see how this person's gonna act in the situation. I'm like, okay, this person might not fight, but I know this person will. I know this person's gonna argue with her, but I know this person's not. So it was all about that. And like you said, sorry.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. Yeah.
And like he said, in the after party, I forgot what episode, like he had the final say of boys, but I kind of sent him all the boys. I basically sent him over to him, and he picked the final cut.
Okay. When you speak about like you sent boys over, like how did you like find these boys? Like did you find them through like Instagram? I know you said you knew them, but like how did you pick?
I literally looked at Instagram and I started looking at it was so funny. I was looking at people's friends list, following was list. Cause like I don't know, it's weird. Like I took it this thing as like, okay, I knew what he was trying to give with this season and with this comeback. So I literally was just looking at people. Like I could look at your profile, your Instagram, look at like 5 pictures, 3 pictures. I'm like, no, I'm not getting the vibe that we need right now. So it was literally just looking at people's Instagrams, looking at people who I know, thinking of past situations. Because I knew it was going to be in Boston. So I'm like, okay, I need to start looking at some people who are known out here too that's with the mess.
Okay. So I wanted to ask, you said this is the first season that you casted for Bad Boys Club.
Yes.
So do you feel like this cast how do you feel like this cast kind of varies from former or previous seasons of Bad Boys Club? Or how does this cast vary from, I guess, previous groups of Bad Boys?
Well, I kind of forgot the other Bad Boys, but I'm just playing. I'm just playing, but personally, so my favorite season was the New York. So when I was looking at this, I was like, this need to be better than when I was a fan watching it.
Okay.
So it was just that. But I think this cast, like, these people they're ruthless with their mouths. So I think with this cast it's gonna be more talked about with like some social awareness topics I brought up, some comments that I brought up, some situations that happen. So I think this cast is gonna be feel more like in depth, more like tangible, more like it's not scripted at all. So you're gonna feel like, okay, I know the situation. I dealt with the situation. I've been in this type of situation.
Okay. I want to ask you a question real quick. You said you did get some submissions, right, for them to be on the show as well, right? Okay, so with the submissions and stuff, like, was there any like favorable ones or any memorable ones that was sent to you that was like, yeah, I like this?
So actually, I didn't see I didn't watch no one's like videos. Karan had the videos. I believe they did the videos kind of after we picked, because like we picked them, they sent the videos in so it could be part of the show. So he kind of seen that. I was just going based off looking at them, thinking about how I know I want my friend's show to be, and how I know, and I knew his vision. So I was just looking at them, looking at their personality, looking at how are they gonna argue? Are they gonna be there behind themselves when this freaking camera start and all this other stuff?
Okay. So the only criteria was just like you said, based on how they look and stuff like that, right? And what they presented on their pages, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now what Karan's looking for, I don't know, because he's the one that's like that will watch their clips and stuff.
Okay.
What were some like standout things that you saw, like when you were going on their pages? Like, what was something that would like stand out to you? You'd be like, oh, I need them on the
show. The way they dress, I would look how they replied to people's comments. I would look at their how people comment. Definitely their likes, because it's no shade. This is season 7. Everyone's going to be looking at this season, comparing. So of course we want people who have never had this before, but you also want people who are gonna bring some support in from their self.
Okay. So I would like to ask.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to ask. So, like, as a casting producer, what do you think makes a bad boy? Like, in the mind of like a casting producer, like, what do you think makes? Actually, let me rephrase this question. Do you think anybody in the house kind of portrayed themselves differently in like their casting or audition video versus how they acted when they got in the house?
Ooh. Interesting.
Remember, so I was going based on how what I knew from these people. So I'll just speak on about some boys. Like so remember, I didn't see nobody's videos. However, I think I am kind of shocked at myself, because I kind of there's this one person who I thought would be like going a little bit harder, and they're not really going as. I mean, they finally just now turned up this late in the season, so
I think I know who you talking about. Not Tylenol.
No shade.
He's the face of the season. Okay, he got
No, that's Lilo. Lilo's the face.
Lilo, I knew my bitch Lilo was gonna be turning up. There's this other person who I just thought they were gonna be more, but they just got into it. And I wish I could say their name, but you're gonna see who soon. Very cool.
Interesting.
Real interesting.
So so like were you just in the casting process, or like once they got into the house, were you around them at that point, or and when they went out?
So I sent the boys over to Karan. He did that thing. I missed. So episode 1, 2, 3. I'm actually not there. I just couldn't make it to filming, but from 4 to now, I was there. So I got to be around the boys, film and stuff. But I knew about those situations. I knew everything that was going on because calling me, telling me what happened. But it was actually a shocker seeing that stuff. I'm like, oh wow, y'all really was doing that.
Tore that damn house up. Let me just chill out. Let me chill out. But I do have another question for you, Jah'leill. Since you just mentioned that you're in the house, episodes 4 to I guess to the season wrap. What's your mental state like after dealing with so many, I guess, abrasive and like brash personalities?
Did you ask him about his mental state? Like it was a traumatic experience.
Yeah, mental health is everything, people. Listen, you got 7 different personalities you gotta deal
shout out
with.
To that.
Goodness.
And it's like we'll stop filming, but then it don't stop. And then if something started going on, we filming again. But when I'm done filming, I look like Karan like, bitch. I'm living it. I'm loving it like, bitch. I'm like, bitch, the girls really got into some tea. They really got into it today. I'm proud.
The girls are twirling. Like they really are.
I'm usually the messy one. Like I'm usually like, I think we should keep on filming. Because I know they're about to get into it. But my mental state is pretty cool. Like it just be tiring when you trying to sleep. Like, okay. I'm ready I'm hungry. It's been hours.
Is it hard to get like that group of, I guess, a large group of that many people? Like if they're rowdy, is it hard to get them like settle down, kind of tame?
Yeah, because they will kind of I would give them credit though. When this rowdy, they are mature enough to get in their little groups and just like walk away or just go in this room or go over there, and then they're mature enough to come back to the situation. Whether they just beat each other's asses, I would say they are the type of boys that would still come back around each other to continue. Now is it draining? Yes, it's like, okay. We've been talking about the same thing for the past weekend, but I would say they are mature enough to come back after they just tore the house apart.
And I do, like I said, want to commend you on the show. Like the show got over 100,000 views within a week, which is amazing. You know what I mean? So it was a strong comeback. So I do want to ask you this, and you did mention it earlier. The other show that will not be named, that is in the likeness of this show, like when you found out that this was happening and it was solidified and you saw what was going on and like them releasing the first episode, like how did you feel about that personally? Especially with like Karan being your friend. Do you feel like it was stolen? Do you like what was your thoughts when that happened?
I personally did feel like it was stolen because like Karan talked about it, so I guess I could say it too. Like I kind of think it was stolen because Natalie and Karan used to work together. And it's like, if you look at those comments, when this was happening, everything is Gemini Filmz. So they know what they know. Right. And I don't have Zeus, so I don't really watch it. I just see the clips from Instagram. But I do think it's just kind of whack. I wish. But then again, it's scripted. They're scripted. They have socialites that we all seen on different things, so it doesn't feel real. When I'm glad that my friend has something organic,
right?
And it's people that you might see across the street. You might see your coworker on here. You know,
But like, how do you feel with like, okay, because like you said, you have the other network. They have the networking backing. They have the celebs. They have the financial means and everything. And then it's like once again, here it is. Karan drops the organic one. And it does a very, very good job. Especially, I think it's like, if I'm not mistaken, one of his fastest growing episodes, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
I believe so. I felt really good. Like that day after episode 1 dropped, I think I came back. I don't know if it was the trailer that got something K. I came back and I got them like a bottle of champagne because I was genuinely happy. Like outside, forget me being a camera op, forget me putting the Boston Boys on. I was so excited because I knew how much he did not want to do this. Karan was not going to bring this show back, and so I was really happy that he did, and he's seeing that the streets, forget the backing, the streets are living for you.
That's
true. I mean, it's the original, and like even going back to like the other show, like it's just so interesting because I've seen a couple episodes of it, and like no shade to that show, but like you can tell like the difference in like producing, like actual producing, because like watching that show, it's like they just kind of put them in the house together and just kind of wanted to see what was going to happen. There's like no real structure to it versus like watching this show, you can tell that there's like a structure and there's like storylines that are coming out of it. So I think that's dope.
And let me say this, the storylines, yes, we use the word storylines, but it is organic. It's just that if something happens, of course we're gonna try to keep that going because no shade, it might get boring. Like y'all not talking about nothing. You two, you so go in the bathroom, go talk, and see what happens from there.
Sure. So were you? Was it your idea for them to go in that bathroom and then talk? Was it Lilo and Case when they was like arguing, then they started making out?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I wasn't there. I'm referencing something you'll see soon.
Okay.
But yeah.
So I want to ask, are you a fan of Bad Girls Club?
Of course.
Okay, cool. Do you have a favorite bad girl and a favorite season of Bad Girls Club?
Okay, what season was Jennifer on? Jennifer, the skinny. That's my favorite.
Season Pretty Jen, season 10, Atlanta Jen.
Yep.
Yes,
Atlanta baby.
Yeah.
And then my girl, I actually met her in Houston. My girl Tiara.
Yes, T-Dollar.
Oh, okay, yeah, love her.
That's my girl. And of course, we all love Judy, but
yes, Judy, iconic.
Shout out to Judy, and I not really forgot about Jen, but Jen is underrated for me. It's crazy because initially watching her season, Jen does have hands. Shout out to the people in the comments. Jen had hands, and she whipped Rocky ass in that fight. Anyway,
I was so mad. I was so mad. Jennifer came back to that reunion pregnant.
Oh, but her sister substituted for the hands. Like,
sister was there. Yeah, shout out to Jen.
Her sister jumped right in. But
I'm sorry, Jill. I have one more question for you. If you could cast like an all-star baddie season with like any reality TV personality, bad girls, former bad boys, let's just say if you could put 4 people in the house, who would you choose?
From like Gemini Filmz?
Oh no, just any reality television show. Gemini Filmz, Love and Hip Hop, Bad Girls, other web series. The Come Up franchise. Shout out to Come Up.
Ooh, okay. With girls and boys, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah. Ooh, a co-ed house.
Ooh, that would be a lot.
Right.
That's a good idea, though. That's a good idea.
I can't imagine what that house would smell like.
There you go. It smells pregnant. That's what it smelled like. Bitch, you smell pregnant.
I will bring. My house will have Jocelyn. Jocelyn.
Not Jocelyn.
And if y'all remember Nova from back in the day.
Oh, yes.
Nova. Bad Boys.
The wild card.
Jocelyn, Nova. What I say? I'm trying to think of other shows I freaking watched though.
Jocelyn and Nova in the house together. That would just give. Because I could see Nova becoming little. I could see Nova becoming little Jocelyn. They're both like really temperamental. You know, they'd be ready to go.
Yeah, I remember.
They'd be ready to go.
Shaja, this thing. I forgot his thing.
I do remember him. He was very short. Yeah, tiny.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. I remember. Yeah.
Mind you, I got him on that show. I got him on that season.
Was that Atlanta? Weren't they in Atlanta?
That was Atlanta. I want him.
Okay.
I want him, and then you know what?
What was the big one that was beating everybody up that season?
I forgot.
I forgot his name.
His name was from Bad Boys.
Somebody's ass.
Anthony or Adrian
from that season? I want Adrian.
Adrian. He beat somebody's ass in some mesh underwear. That was iconic. I couldn't like.
That was iconic. I think that was like. I was iconic. But I think this season has the most iconic Bad Boys Club fight.
I mean, you can't really beat a hockey stick.
True.
True. Oh, it hasn't come yet, so I see what you mean. This is gonna be interesting.
Wait, we got more iconic fights coming.
Yeah, he said that wasn't the fight he was talking about. So
Dang.
real interesting.
That's why I'm so freaking excited for Quran, because it is no shade to see episode 1, 2, 3. You know, the girls did the thing, the kissing. Shout out to Poppy and Case starting the season with fighting or whatever. But I feel like the season really starts now. Like, when y'all watching on, y'all probably gonna forget the beginning, because I think it really starts now. Shout out to what's happening next.
Interesting. So did you have a say in like did you cast the replacements too, or just the originals?
Just the originals actually.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I tried to get some replacements in, but like my replacement act like they're too busy, so I'm like, okay, cool, fuck you.
I was gonna ask, like, do people, like, when you reached out to them, like, were they like, oh my god, Bad Boys Club, yes, I'll do it, or how did they feel about it?
The response was, oh my gosh, yes, Bad Boys Club, but then another response was, I don't want to be fighting, and I'm like, well, you only fight, you make yourself. I thought when you go on the show, when you get there, the Quran's not telling you to jump out the window. The Quran's not telling you to go fight this person. It's what you're presenting. So if you want your journey to be positive on the show, they might call you boring, but that's what you make it. So I definitely got a lot of I don't know if I want to be around all them girls.
You know, it's crazy. We talked about that on our previous review. Damon, I think you mentioned, like, if people came into the house with that mindset, like, I actually want to change, they would get called boring, and that kind of hinders them from actually trying to change. So they not really become, but
then again,
changing, they just act up.
This again, no shade. But the people that be coming in want to change, you notice their actions never align with what they said they want to change with. You on here want to fix your attitude problems, but you in the most arguments this season.
And then with an ankle bracelet, and you getting popped in the head. I'm just saying, let that be a learning lesson for that young man.
I know that parole officer was gagging. Like,
Lord, honey.
No.
Not me put my ass on the line for you, and you out here just in the house getting beat up. Just let me stop. Poor Pop.
Shout out to him. Kept on going.
He did. I mean, you got to respect the fact that he kept going. I see a lot of parallels between him and somebody else who kept fighting, and it didn't work out well. But yeah, gotta keep on going. The other show, it's like a same parallel.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
The AARP version. That's what we're gonna revert to that as the AARP version.
Bad Boys tethered. Tethered version.
Not this Social Security. That's what we're gonna refer to that as. The Social Security Club
Network.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Social Security Network. So let me ask you this: like, with what you see thus far, and of course what you've seen, because you've seen everything before we have. Like you said, there's some more things that is still in the works. Like, is there anything that you saw and you looked at it could be like, you know what, I could have maybe done this better? Or do you feel like there was any room for improvement anywhere?
No shade. not the 2 on home, but I feel like production did what they had to do.
Okay.
Now, would I feel like the boys could have done a little bit better or something? Yes.
Okay.
But what did someone say? I gotta do with the best I got. I gotta do who? It was some viral. I forgot who was the lady I'm thinking about.
Mariah Carey. I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got.
I would do the best I can with what I got. And I feel like they done. Because remember, everything's coming out of Karan's pocket. So if you don't like the camera freaking shaking, you come in here and hold it.
Right.
Or something like that, you know?
Yeah,
everything you can't. Everyone is like, all this is coming from his own pocket, his own knowledge. If I'm not mistaken, we're self-taught over here. So it's
It's true.
So I think we did. I don't think there's anything we would have freaking changed. Honestly, I think every situation, every messy, go over there and go talk to this person. I think we did it for the culture.
Okay.
So was it hard to deal with like such big personalities? Like, how did you like kind of navigate dealing with these people, especially after they have gotten into a fight? Because we saw like once, what was it, Poppy and Case fought? Like it was so hard to like break them up. How did you deal with
like, this was actually hard, and I actually got into it with one boy off camera because this is a new situation for me. I never helped someone be the camera, and you gotta think like I only have 2 personal relationships with 2 people on the show, like Lilo and Poppy. So I had to learn, and this was a learning experience. I had to come on like thank you, because I had to learn like this is a job. So when I go there, I can't be listening to things and taking it personal, because bitch, I can't jump in, you know, I can't say anything. They said let these people think. So it was a situation where like I just felt like I was in a car with I was in a place where you got all these people talking about your bitches. I'm like, okay, they're not here, you gonna stop, because I'm lit, they're not here. And in that moment it took me out of Jah'leill, this is not personal. This is let them do. You don't have to defend them. You're not on the show, and just take you're the producer. You're behind the camera. Just take your personal feelings out. So that's why I had to learn throughout the whole season, because there's some times when these niggas will say something crazy, and I'm like, you are not talking to my friend like that, or like
right,
or.
That's real interesting.
It's like when there's some fights happening, you really want to ride out for your friend, but you gotta just like, are you on your own, sister? You on the show, not me.
I appreciate you noting that though. Like, yeah,
right.
I'm a producer. I can't really jeopardize, my position. So,
was it hard to find?
Granted, me and that person were cool now. I really fuck with them. I'm glad they're on the show, and I'm glad that situation. I'm glad I spoke out, because it was a learning lesson for me, and now I know how to move. Say if I get casting for another show or something, and I have friends on there, now I know how to move without taking my personal relationship out of work, and not saying stuff and keeping it to yourself and not being biased or anything like that.
Was it difficult for you to like find that balance between like being a friend to this cast member and then being like a part of the show, like being a part of production, I should say?
Yeah, it was kind of hard, but at the end it was fun, because it just trained me to really take myself out of it. If that makes sense. Like, if it's, say for example, if we're filming or whatever, and then in the middle of the week we're on the phone, I'm not keying with you that much about the show, because I don't want it to be like, oh well, you already know this, or you already like, if I'm making sense. So it was really a learning experience. It was really kind of hard, because it's like, damn bitch, you're my friend, but I gotta watch you fight. I have to watch you this, and I gotta see all these comments. I can't. I don't want to laugh. Like, for example, let's be real. For example, Poppy, that's my brother. And then you have this situation where like if I'm recording the other boys and they're keying about like, hey, he got his ass whooped, or you know, he got hit with sick, like no shade, I'm gonna laugh because it's funny, but like you can't though, you know.
Okay.
It's like, okay, yep, I seen that, yep. But it was, I feel like I'm good now, like. Bitch, you know I'm working. This is work. I'm not taking anything personal. Outside of the show, you know, you're my friend. Or
yeah,
okay. That's
not
really
like you
big.
can set the camera down.
Right, just jump in a fight.
Yeah,
goodness,
right.
like.
And I'm so happy they didn't fight.
Big person to admit that.
I'm so happy they didn't fight when like. Well, actually, no, they didn't fight when I was around, but I didn't have to break it up because the other boys played security, and they broke it up. Because I would have felt I was even saying that to my head like, damn, I don't even want to like touch the other person. I don't want them to think, well, you know him, so you holding him back because. So I'm glad I didn't have to do that because the other boys broke these fights up.
Okay.
Cast members and security. I'm
Cast
here for
it.
Like
for real, cast members and security for real.
So how are you? Like, are you going to be going forward with also being the casting producer for season 8 and all that stuff too?
If Karan asks me.
Okay. So is this like your test or something that you're going through with this season?
Maybe, I don't know. I think this was just like I think we kind of both gagged because this is our first time actually working together. Sort of like, yes, he's the boss. And then he realized like I picked a really good group of boys, and this show's freaking going good. So I think would I want to work with him in season 8? Of course, yes. I think this casting was so fun, and I know his vision.
Okay, but
I don't even know. We don't know where it's at. So if it's here again, I wouldn't mind. If it's somewhere, I'll let him just work, and I'll be the friend to be there.
Okay, awesome.
So Karan, if you're saying you like what you did,
well, this season, yeah, it's given so far. So yeah, I definitely feel like you should be back again for the next season or the next show.
Yeah.
How did you and Karan become friends? I don't know if you
funny
spoke on that earlier.
I have not. I mean, I was hoping you guys asked that. You want to know something crazy? I met Karan. So we have this train station called Jah'leill. I met Karan buying my reunion tickets for Bad Boys Club, in New York.
Crazy. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we didn't know each other or anything. I was just a fan of the show. And then from there, and that's like 2014, I believe, 2014, whatever. I think so. Man, he's been doing this for a long time. I think that was 2014. So I think when he got back, I just presented myself more and we became close. Like, bitch, now we're really great friends. So that's how we met. I met him supporting his show.
That's dope.
Okay. That's cool that you went from like a fan to like actually working on the show. Like,
yeah.
Right.
Dope.
That's really cool. Shout out to Karan. He just seems so.
You said you want to be on?
I wanted to be on Bad Boys Club, actually.
Interesting. I feel like, I mean, obviously we just met, but I feel like you're so laid back. Like, I mean, and there are laid back people in the house, but that would be interesting. I couldn't deal with that.
I wanted to be on Boston, and I kind of got the vibe, but then he didn't directly say this, but then I had to think about it. Like, I think none of his we're actually friends, so I don't think he wanted the show to jeopardize our friendship with editing and fighting and all that stuff. And because I told him like, congratulations on the show. I'm kind of, at first I was being vulnerable. Like, at first I kind of felt some type of way seeing all my girls on the show. That I got there, like, damn, I could have been really messy. But then he explained to me like, it's the bigger picture. Like, look at me, I'm a camera op, I'm a casting. This could be bigger opportunities for me in the future. And I'm like, you know what? And actually being there, I'd rather be behind the camera than in front of the camera right now.
Yeah.
So I had to look at it as like a friend taking me on his journey. But I really wanted to be on this season, so I really wanted to act up.
Who do you see yourself clicking with on this season?
You want to know what's so funny? I think I probably would have clicked with the out-of-state boys.
Okay.
And then,
Case and Justin.
even though I knew these ones, the ones like from Boston, I think I would have clicked kind of more with the out of state boys.
Hey.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody on the
honestly,
cast you find attractive that you would be like trying to holler at?
Y'all,
Buzz,
I don't
coming through.
I don't be trying. So actually, everyone's like, Hayes got a big butt. So every time I see Hayes, I'm like, what's up, Hayes? Y'all,
Shout Hayes.
Yeah.
Shout out to
He's
Hayes.
clubbing that thong.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hayes.
Here for it. He turns the party, so I'm definitely here.
He does.
Yeah, shout out to Hayes. I hope he's listening. Shout out to Hayes.
Yes.
I don't try to like. I don't try to talk to Justin, but I'm sorry, so I'll make a little joke because Justin's really handsome and he's so laid back too. I'm like, Justin, where's this Justin? Where's the same Justin on Instagram on the weekend? Justin, when you're here. But I would say everyone's handsome. Everyone is definitely handsome. They be in their boxers and stuff.
I'm sure. I'm sure. How did you feel they were gonna like mesh? Did you think like once everybody was cast, did you think they were gonna all? Well, of course they weren't gonna all get along, but like, who did you think was gonna like clash? If you had like thoughts about that.
So I really thought I didn't know Lilo. I didn't know Tyna and Hayes were cool. So I was kind of hoping they would last. Because I didn't want all the boys to be clean. I didn't want all the boys to be, you know, all cool, gang, you know. But they're actually cool. But I would love to see Lilo and Tyna be rivals. Even though they're cool, I would have loved to see them get into each other on the show.
Interesting.
I feel like Rocky and Lilo would have been a good rivalry. The two pretty bitches.
Me too.
They're the two pretty girls.
Okay.
There's some pretty girls and Rocky. So like Rocky is still that mouth. So like but like, you know what? I don't care. I just feel like they're all cool. So I don't really think no one's really trying to step on Rocky's shoes. But I kind of wish the Boston Boys kind of pressed Rocky a little bit more. If that makes sense.
Shout out to Spicy Original. She said, it seems like they're doing the game nights and going to the clubs. It's all a good time until the Henny hits. Shout out that Henny, that brown.
Literally,
it go down on that brown.
It's literally a good time
empty.
Until they start drinking. These boys, and it's so funny. I think it was someone said, like, I was watching our brew last week. Someone was like, "Where's the food? Like, you guys just drink."
Literally,
baby.
And I was like, you know what? He is right because we be filming. I'm like, damn, Karan, I'm gonna start ordering me some pizza to eat for the whole day. Because no shade, these boys they drink. They really do drink. Start with a bottle. Start an episode with a bottle. Finishing the night with a bottle. I guess these boys they do eat, but they be eating when like on their free time, I guess, whatever. But it's so funny. I thought about it. You guys have not really seen them eat.
I thought you was gonna say they do be eating, but they be eating something else.
The boys do be eating
other things. They be.
But when it is filming, they do be on that alcohol. They do be on that alcohol. Ooh. But hey, it gets the party started, so
it does. Oh.
Yeah. So now I guess I have to take one for the team and ask, what does the house smell like? All the drinking and fighting and just making out. What's the scent of the house giving?
Actually, as much as I want to be messy, they're not like the boys don't stink. They don't stink. They shower. They be showering and everything.
Was Case breath hot? Because they were saying his breath is hot.
No, I don't really be in their faces to be like, smelling breaths and stuff, but they don't. They don't. But he don't. They brush their teeth. Like they brush their teeth in the morning. When I see them, they be brushing their teeth when they get back from the club, drunk and all.
Okay.
When it's time to actually go to sleep. So it don't stink. It might smell like weed, but they don't stink.
So do they? I don't know if you can answer this, but do they only stay on the weekend, or because I'm assuming because just the way the show is shot, it seems like it's like they're not always there, which makes sense. But like, is it just like a weekend thing, a couple days, or?
I can say they film on weekends.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a little weekend getaway where you get to go drink and punch people in the face just because you feel like it. Okay.
And deep throat that tongue and bottle.
Yes, I was so surprised. I'm like, oh my gosh. Y'all wildin'.
This is a lot.
Goodness. Took that bottleneck down the throat. I said
what? No, even I said, I'm like, because I remember I'm just hearing about it. But actually, what? I'm like, what?
I said, oh, this is a
no
lot.
No gag or nothing.
Right.
Hey.
He wants to show 100,000 people that watched what he could do. So
now it makes me wonder if one of us went in the liquor store and deep throated a bottle, would they just give us that? Would they comp that bottle for us? Do we have a free liquor bottle or what?
Who got a bottle right now? Show us.
Ooh. Trey, you might have to deep throat something else before you get that free bottle. So just know that. Just know that. But I know there was talk of another season. Where do you think that season should be set?
I really want him to do it in Philly, because if he does it in Philly, then he has the DMV, and then he has well, Baltimore is DMV, right?
Is it? Child, don't let me get to lying.
I don't know. I don't want to say and then have somebody from the DMV, come jump on me.
We Midwest folks over here.
So Karan, I don't know. Karan's really private with stuff. Like you would, even though I'm close, his business stuff, I could say he's very private with his business stuff. But so I would answer the question as like a fan. I would want him as like a friend. I would want him to selfishly do it in like DMV so I could come.
Okay.
But like I think Houston, I think Texas needs a show because those boys in Houston are fucking crazy. So I think he should do it in Houston. But if you want a little bit more inclusiveness, I think he should do it in the DMV area, because then he could do boys from Philly, Jersey, Baltimore, DC.
Okay. I would love to see a Vegas season of Bad Boys Club.
That would be interesting.
That would just be chaos.
Yeah.
Bad Boys Club loves Vegas, baby.
I
might audition for that, and I might audition for production. That would be a show that I would have to be a part of. Bad Boys Club Vegas.
I'll do it for sure.
Somebody said
Florida. Yes,
that'd be interesting. I do like doing like small, well, I guess not smaller, but like lesser known, I guess, areas, because I just think that's really interesting, because people always say like, oh, do LA, do New York, do Miami.
In LA, there's so many, and then all these things comes to the cost. Though, it's like if it makes more sense if you would do it in like say the DMV area, because them boys could get there,
easier than going to LA. To be honest, like
true. Bad Boys Club Philly though. Shout out to all my Philly joints.
Okay, John.
Come on, Philly John.
Yes.
Would they be like, all right? They be like, all right.
Right. I remember the first time I heard somebody say John, I was so confused, and I couldn't even listen to whatever else they were saying, because I was like, what is John? Like, and then I heard him say it again, but it was like towards a different thing. So I was just like, shout out to Philly.
Yes.
Shout out to Philly.
Yes.
Where would y'all want next season 8? Because I think he did confirm. He did renew for season 8.
Okay. I would love to see Ooh, Bad Boys Club Detroit, baby.
Ooh.
Bad Boys Club Detroit.
You trying to
What
get
city
somebody
are-
shot? You was
Okay.
really trying to get somebody like took. Like,
Ooh, baby,
I don't
that
even
would
think
be
the pilot they won't make it past the
It
test shoot for
wouldn't.
that
If
season.
we gonna do that, we might as well just take it all the way to the top. Goddamn it, Bad Boys Club Chicago. Just do that.
Oh,
Ooh.
Let me
okay.
see.
I would be here for that.
Complimentary bulletproof vest. Let me stop.
You know what?
Okay.
And it should take place in the house on O Block. That's what it should give.
You
Bad
know
Boys
what?
Club Chicago.
Okay, that
No,
that
they
goes
ain't
from
gonna want
being
them
a
gays from
reality
O
show
Block.
to a damn near like survival documentary
want-
or something. Okay.
Oh my god, that would be a lot.
Listen,
That would be a lot.
on O Block, baby. Here
Because
for
it's even a lot in these little areas. So imagine.
Oof, Detroit and Chicago. But I think Vegas would be dope though, because like I don't think anybody's really done Vegas like
Right.
from any of these shows, from what I
That's
remember.
because you guys like, who's really in Vegas though? The personalities aren't in Vegas.
You said they aren't in Vegas.
Aren't.
Oh,
Ooh.
I feel like
Well, how
it would be
about bringing in-
diverse.
Oh, wait.
I was gonna say I feel like it would be diverse in Vegas because it's like West Coast. I feel like you would get like different races and just different people, but
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess you can just possibly just get other people from different states and just put them in Vegas and then just see what happens then. You know, it's Sin City, so a lot can happen. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So
Child, they go to
Okay.
Vegas. The little kissing you've seen this season ain't gonna be nothing compared to.
okay, it's
I
gonna
was
be
just about to say
OnlyFans
that.
exclusive
They
content.
They go to
for the
Vegas.
rest of
There's
this
gonna be a
season.
lot of
gonna be
deep
right.
throating.
somebody's gonna get pregnant. I can already tell.
It's gonna be a lot of child. Yeah, Vegas
Child.
would be insane. And Mixie and Vegas will give the first season of the Come Up New York with just a little
Ooh.
bit of
You wanna know what's so funny, y'all? I did not know Justin was on the come up.
Oh wow.
I'm
Oh
over there.
yeah.
I'm going on there and I'm meeting him at the house and I'm reading like everyone's talking about come up. I did not know. I guess because he's so calm and stuff. I did not know that was Justin from there.
Not you thought he was a completely different person.
That's what I'm
'cause he
saying.
was so calm.
No, I'm
That's
really
kind of
thinking-
scary. Like, wait a minute, you went from this.
I'm
and
really
now
thinking
you're
he's just new to Gemini Films and this is his first time, but no, he's been behind the cameras before here.
mhm.
I did
We
not know
like
he was on
Justin,
the
but
Yeah, he's calm down a lot.
that his season premiere, it was a lot going on that season of the Come Up, like
Wow.
banging on tables and twirling
But
in
he
the
has a
hallway.
signature move. He always takes his fucking shirt off and let's do shots off my body. He always does that.
Man, that man's body is
It's crazy. I'm not surprised that is his weapon that he got
fatality
stashed.
move.
Like, yeah. Jah'leill, would you have done a shot off of his body? Would you have
I
set the
would have
camera
if I
down?
wasn't recording.
Okay. You should have been like, look, this is a tripod. Let me set this down.
Yes.
I think this past weekend I was like, damn, where's the fun for us? Like, don't stop. Don't stop now.
That's when the cameras go off.
Okay.
Like,
No, for real.
Goodness.
I definitely would
Definitely
have.
would've took a body shot. Mhm.
But I don't. When I go there though, I don't like drinking. When I go there, because like I said, they drink and it's shots. I'm not taking no more than 2 shots because the night is crazy, and I need to make sure I take it as work, even though we're keying behind the cameras. I take it as work, so I try not to get too fucked up
Mhm.
when I'm over there with them.
I
Keep
feel
it
that.
professional. Somebody got to be in there with a goddamn level head.
Yeah.
Come on, and Karan does keep it professional.
Okay.
Karan and the neighbors. Only sober people on the block.
Oh my gosh, I died when you guys posted that I'm calling the police thing earlier.
I'm calling the police on this bitch because I just cannot.
Yes.
It was
I know
actually
them
a
neighbors be fed up.
Yes.
There's actually a situation where it was fucking late. The girls are arguing, and I'm so glad you said that video because I'm like, damn, I wish I'd seen that because it's 6 a.m. What are we doing? I
Oh
want to go
my
to
god,
sleep.
I could not imagine. Because sometimes my neighbors are loud, and I'm just like, oh, it's whatever.
Mhm.
But for that to be happening all the time, I would just be like,
Right.
I'm calling it. I died when I seen that. Like, I would die.
Calling the cops, like,
dang. I can imagine. Arguing. What the fuck are you doing up at 6 a.m. arguing? Who has the energy to be up arguing at 6 a.m. any goddamn way? Like, bitch, if you don't go get some damn breakfast and shut your ass up, like, we don't do that at 6 a.m.
But one
did
thing
you say
about
go get some breakfast?
Go get some breakfast.
One thing about
Waffle House, something.
One thing about Gemini Filmz, bitch, that we get that we're gonna hit record though. I was like, okay, oh, they arguing, record. This is content.
So do y'all have shooting schedules?
Yeah.
Or do y'all just?
It's kind of like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. These bitches don't know. These bitches be tardy, but usually film is usually a certain time from like say start at this time to this time and just keep on going. But it's kind of yes, we'll stop, but like anything these boys are so unpredictable. Like anything can happen at any time, so we're always recording though. Yes.
So who do you think is like the breakout star of the season so far? Because I know we got a lot to go, a lot of ways to go, but who do you think is standing out?
I think Lilo's standing out. I think he could. I think he acts right. He could stand out. But I'm seeing everyone love Case right now, so I will give it to Case. I think he's probably the breakout right now.
Okay.
But who can I see having like a little spinoff after this? I could kind of see Hayes. I could see Hayes have a spinoff.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I feel like I want Rocky to be more fun. I feel like he's giving personality, but it's giving like it seems like he's only really giving personality when he's like coming for somebody, and I just want him to give the personality when he's just chilling, you know?
Yeah.
But
I think because he wanted to show, I think because he's been here 3 seasons, I think he wanted to, I believe he said it. I believe he just said it. I think he wanted to show a different light from the Rocky that everyone knows. But my producer mind, bitch, just go ahead and be Rocky. Go ahead.
You said, go ahead and be yourself. Be yourself. Go ahead.
Go ahead and be Rocky and turn out.
Do you. Like.
Go ahead. Because this is not. I need to get off of here because I seen recently that they were not living for that sad story. I'm not towards the end of last episode.
I'm trying to think.
Not sad story. Let me stop being funny. When Case was talking about his dad and everything, and the comment I was reading the comments, and they were not living for that. It was like boring. Next, you know where.
Yeah.
So
and honestly, I just feel like that's so. I don't know. Like I'm here for the drama. Low-key here for the fights, but I also want like balance.
We need some substance. Like
I just want to see people fight.
Because my thing is this. If we only fight, then y'all gonna be like, well, look at him only exploding the gays for fighting. Right. But then again, it's the same ones that be like, well, if y'all are positive, then y'all don't want to watch.
Right.
That's a good point. And I've seen that on a couple other shows where it's like, you know, it's time for like, you know, to have like serious conversations or it's something fun. And people are like, Negs, this is boring. And it's like, why are you only entertained by people fighting? Like, that's something with them. But I'm glad that they're showing different things. I'm glad they talked about their fathers. I thought that was really interesting. No shade, but maybe the girls identify with those types of conversations, and it kind of hits on the trauma that they're probably dealing with. So they're like, "Bitch, just go back to the fighting. Like, we just want to I don't want to deal with this no more." You know. So, yeah.
I'm so glad. First, I would like to say thank you for responding when I hit you up. I'm so glad we were able to get this work. Now I'm like kind of wish it was kind of season-ish.
Come back, but listen, you're always welcome. Yes,
always welcome back. Especially after this damn reunion, because I know this reunion is about to be crazy.
I didn't tell him yet, but I told her no shade. I can't work this reunion. I gotta be in the audience. Because it's gonna be too wild.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. It's gonna be too wild.
You want to see everything.
Put that camera on a tripod because I need to. I need to be sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I'll definitely come back after the reunion. Maybe, we can get into some things and.
Good. I feel like you holding back, and I get why you holding back. But once this reunion pop off,
then you have to ask me more questions because then I'll be after episode 4, I believe I'm there from every.
Okay.
So in some situations, who knows? I maybe produced the mess. I maybe had them talk. You never know.
Okay.
So we could come back to that. But I'm so glad. Shout out to you because I believe it's your channel or some other channel, but you guys' channel is really giving the girls content. So shout out to you guys.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. You know, sometimes we late. But you know we here.
Yeah, you're here.
We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much. It means so much.
Would y'all come to the reunion?
Hell yeah!
I would. I was just thinking. I'm like, how far is that? I might have to step out.
Yes, yes, we're definitely.
I think this is gonna be the best reunion. I told Karan, like, bitch, this might have to be 6 parts.
Wow, 6 parts. That's a box set right there. That's a whole. That's
Because the girls are crazy.
It is.
I know it's gonna be crazy. Yeah. Hopefully, like they section people off. You know, give people time to speak on shit before they pop off.
Right.
But
also, hopefully, it doesn't give a what season of the Come Up was that? The Come Up season 2, the Come Up New York season 2, where they brawled in the street with Fitz. Hopefully, it doesn't give that type of tea, especially if
I heard
I'm
about
in the
that.
building. Okay, especially if Kii&Carry is in the building,
right?
You know, we just don't have time for that.
I don't think they're gonna give that in Boston. But then again,
I'm gonna have to be there with my pea shooter. Like, no, I'm just playing. I'm completely playing. I'm playing.
But a good thing is because of course you guys wouldn't see it. Our city's really living up for the season. Like a lot of the people know the Boyz, so like Boston's really going up. If you go on Facebook, everyone's talking about it every Sunday. What's the next episode? So I really think the season's gonna be really good because he finally put Boston back on the map again, wheeled it back to where it began, and the people are freaking going crazy.
I love
so
that.
It's definitely gonna be a big turnout.
Yes. You might have to make a trip to Boston. I ain't never been to Boston, so I don't even know what Boston gives. So
yes, I definitely
maybe send a little email in. Maybe send a little email. We need media at the reunion.
Something to think about. But yes, thank you so much for coming on. Like,
this was fun. Any more questions, or did I?
Any more questions, guys? I feel like we got as much as we could out of you, given the circumstances.
Yeah.
But
ask all the questions.
Thank you for everybody that watched, everybody that was in the chat, everybody that
I'm gonna
leave a like.
I wish I could see, but I'm gonna go back to after. Are you keeping this up?
Yeah. Yep. Once we get off, it'll automatically become a video. So.
Okay, that's so dope. Shout out to you all.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Do you want to give your Instagram? I could put it in the description, but
okay. So it's at the real Jah'leill JAHLEILL _
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate you. We're gonna let you go, and then we can do our closeout. But yeah, thanks again.
Thank you. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you too. Thank you again for joining us and for doing this interview with us. Have a wonderful night.
No problem. I can't wait to be messy.
Bye.
Bye. Yes.
Well, how y'all feel about that? How y'all feel?
Our interview?
I feel good. I feel like that was great.
Yes. I feel like we got what we wanted without him giving away or without him spoiling the rest of the season. So now I'm really looking forward to like the rest of the season. Like the season was already starting off good. It was already kicked off. You know, came in hot. So now I'm looking forward to the rest of it. Like,
yes,
that's kind of why like I was kind of sitting back in the cut because first of all, this is y'all platform. You know what I'm saying?
But hold on,
my questions,
the buzz and the
but
6 people in the.
We kind of answered some of my questions like when you first talking. So I'm like, okay, well. Can't really ask that, you know what I'm saying? So, but I appreciate y'all really doing what y'all doing. Keep doing what y'all doing. And of course, this is going to be the first of many interviews. So, you already got an invite. This is the first one. So, I mean, hey, keep it up. Yes.
But we need you to understand that you are on here with us just like we are. You want to ask something, ask it. If you want to say something, say it.
Yeah, definitely don't hesitate.
It's a joint collaboration.
Yes,
that's one thing I have to work on.
Make a comment.
I'm just used to giving people their stuff. I know I'm gonna get mine, but I'm like in the overflow of just sharing it. So, but I do receive what y'all say. So thank you for that.
We definitely want you to feel like as comfortable as you would like if you were doing like your own like review. Right. We definitely want you to feel like you're at home. Like we're unfiltered as heck. Yeah, just say it. We here for it.
Right. I know you got some jokes in there.
Right.
I know you got some jokes you ain't
I'd be like, damn, bitch, do I talk too much? Because I know I can talk. And like, no, go ahead. So, yes.
But before we peel out, let's answer a couple chat. Thank you for everybody that was in the chat. I know there's 6 people watching now, so if you could leave a like, that would be great. But yeah, thank you so much, Spicy Original. I feel like we get better as we do these interviews, so thank you for noticing. Whatever bit I got here late, but definitely watch the replay. Thank you so much, Devil.
Yes, thank you so
Blue
much,
Devil Babe. Yes, definitely can watch the replay. We're definitely gonna clip some of the parts of this interview out and put them on Instagram, so follow us there if you want to catch a couple funny bits of the interview. Hey, Jim Perez, thank you for being here. Yes,
with us. Pretty as hell. Yes, Miss Jim Perez.
Okay. Pretty.
But yes, especially when you said, "Child, I hate Dudley Station." I don't really know what Dudley Station is. Is that just like a general is that like a train station or
train station in Boston?
Okay,
I was like.
I think Jah'leill mentioned it when he talked about how he met Karan. He did.
Okay.
Dudley Station.
Child, we might end up there if we go to this reunion. We might end up at Dudley Station, depending on what it is.
Right.
It sounds like Dudley Station. It sounds like Dudley Station gets a popping. Like, it's on the shit goes down at Dudley Station.
Or we might pull up in a black Charger. We might do that. So we might pull up in a black Charger.
With a bottle of Fiji. With a
bottle of Fiji.
With a water bottle of Fiji, baby. I can't stand
a moment.
On that note, it was a moment, but I'm sick of you blinging up this damn black Charger.
I will never give it up. It's
moving bitches out the way though, and I was here. I'm sorry, but thank you to everybody that watched. Thank you to everybody who left a comment, that participated in the chat. We're gonna sign off. We're gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday night. As always,
sip on. Get somebody to kiss on. Whatever you're into.
Yes. As always, this is kii&carry with our very, very special YouTube cousin, Bubs the motherfucking God. Make sure you follow him on IG, Instagram. Make sure you always also check out his YouTube channel. Subscribe to his YouTube channel as well.
Link will be in the description.
Yes. So before we sign out, do you guys want to give any final opinions, final thought? I kind of feel like Jerry Springer now. What was that in the segment at the end of the show? Yes.
That will always take me out.
Take care of yourself and each other. Now you want to have a moment of unity after your guest and acting a damn fool on your show. Okay, Jerry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but yes. Co-host, do you guys have any final thoughts you want to give before you let people go?
No, just thank you for everybody that watched, joined us. Definitely gonna be doing more lives. Might do an edited video, because I know those are, very interesting and different. So look out for that. We're gonna plan that. And definitely catch us on Monday. We do, a live every Monday of Bad Boys Club reviewing the newest episode. So definitely check us out there. And yeah, Bubs, anything?
Ditto. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you for having me as always. Thank you.
Hey, so this has been Key and Carry, where we key,
we carry.
Yes, and we will see y'all in the next one.
Peace.
Bye.